Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Blue Point TV, where we talk about football and football related stories. Okay guys, let's react to the Chelsea game against Brentford. Now, as you know, Chelsea drew this game 2-2 against Brentford, and the thing is, this team is just annoying. You know, the team, they are just annoying. Don't know if you blame the players, don't know if you blame the coach, because they have been really disappointing. They have been really disappointing. Now, for the game, when I did the preview, I wasn't confident about the game. I wasn't like, there was no time I said Chelsea will win, but we're just hoping that they should win the game. Now, for me, the first half, I feel like they played well in the first half. I can say Chelsea are the better side, are the better team in the first half. I feel like they played better than Brentford in the first half. They had their chances, and this is the same thing we have been saying this season about this team, about these players, with how they miss their chances. In the first half, I feel like Chelsea was supposed to be at least 2-0 in the first half. For me, at least 2-0 in the first half. For Nicholas Jackson, yes, he scored, and I feel like that goal that he scored was like a very good goal he scored. But I think the one that he scored is even more difficult than the one that he missed. Obviously, that one that he scored, we know that Jackson is not a very good header. Yeah, I feel like it's not that kind of a striker that rely on him to score goals with his head. But yeah, he managed to score that goal. But the one that he missed for me was even the easier chance or the easier opportunity that I think he should have scored. But we know that Jackson is not a very good finisher in terms of linking up the play, dropping deep. I feel like he's a good player in those aspects, but his finishing is my problem, and that's what we've been suffering from the player. He doesn't know how to score goals. Jackson doesn't know how to score goals. But yeah, for me, I feel like Chelsea in the first half, we had a better team. I think they played well in the first half. The formation that Pochettino came with, I was surprised that he went with three at the back. I was never expecting him to go with three at the back, but it seems in the first half, the formation was good. I feel like maybe in the first half, the formation that he went with, in terms of defensively, in terms of the defenders keeping their shape, I feel like they defended well in the first half. But then in the second half, I really don't know what happened to the players. I really don't know what happened to the players, because in the first half, they played well. Jackson had his goal, he scored, and we are 1-0 in the first half. Believing that in the second half, when they come back, we were expecting to continue with that momentum, with that character, the way they were controlling the game in the first half. But then they came back in the second half. You just see they came back tired. In the second half, it was really poor performance for me in the second half. Really poor performance. It's as if they were tired when they came back. And obviously, Brentford equalized 1-1. And for me, from then when they equalized, they started dominating the game. Brentford started dominating the game. Pressing Chelsea, making an attempt. And then obviously, they made it 2-1. And we said this thing about Pochettino, that sometimes he doesn't react if the team is not playing well, or maybe he doesn't make his substitution early. That's the problem that I feel like Pochettino is having with this Chelsea team. That's the problem I feel like he's having with this Chelsea team. Obviously, when Brentford made it 2-1, then he started making a substitution. He brought in Mikhailo Modric, and for me, I feel like Modric did not really do much when he came in. So I think when Chelsea started, maybe controlling the game, it was around 70 something, 80 something, when Sterling came in. That's when I feel like, okay, more attacking players, and then they started playing better, and then they had their goal, they equalized. But then before they equalized, there's this chance that Kopama had that he missed. So this is the thing with these players. If Kopama had scored, we could have been leading 2-1 if he had scored. But yeah, that's the thing with players. So that's why I say I don't know if we'll blame the coach or if we'll blame the players. The performance in the second half was really, really poor from these players. And this is what we've been saying. It's just as if the same thing that they did against Leeds United in the FA Cup. The first half for me was good performance in the FA Cup against Leeds, but then the second half was really poor. Even if we managed to win that game, but the performance in the second half was poor. I don't know if it's tiredness or what, but yet again in this game against Brentford, the second half performance was also poor. It was really poor from this, from the team, from the players, and yeah, this is the thing, you know, this is the thing. Obviously, we were hoping that we win the game. Now Chelsea's around 11th position, I think, in the league, even if they have an outstanding game. But 11th position in the league is not good enough for a team or a club like Chelsea with the money that they have spent. So I don't know who to blame here, if it is the coach or if it's the player, because some of these players, their performances have been really, really poor. Really, really poor. Poor performance from these players again. So, like, there's nothing much to say about this team. It's just that their performances have been really, really poor in recent weeks. Even if, like I said before, they won the game against Leeds United, the second half was poor. I can't remember the only one game that I think that Chelsea won that I would say the first half, the second half they played well was the FA Cup game. They played against Aston Villa. Aside from that game, I can't remember the game I would say Chelsea played. These players, they played from the first minutes to the end of the game. They played well. Sometimes when they start the first half well, the second half will be poor. Sometimes in the first half, they will point in the first half, and then the second half, they will start playing well. So they haven't been consistent. That is the problem with this team. That's the problem with this team. They haven't been consistent. And then, yeah, it's funny enough that we can't win Brentford. This is a team that I think in the last 6 times that Chelsea have played against Brentford, we've only won once against a team like Brentford. We were supposed to be, when we are meeting Brentford, no disrespect to Brentford, when you meet a team like Brentford, we're supposed to be confident that we'll win that game. But in 6 meetings, Chelsea have only won once against Brentford. It's really poor from the team, from the club, playing against Brentford. I think last season, I can't remember, I think last season, if they beat Chelsea home and away last season, Brentford, I think they beat Chelsea home and away last season. So it's clear that whenever we play this team, we find it difficult, to play against Brentford. But yeah, that's the thing. The game ended 2-2, and another poor performance from this team. Again, another poor performance for this team again. So that's it for me on this one. What's your thought? What's your opinion on the game? Do you think Pochettino is the problem of this team, or the players, they are not just good enough? Your thought and your opinion, you let me know. And also, guys, if you're watching the video on YouTube, subscribe to the channel Blue Point TV. Like the video. It's really important to like the video. And also on Facebook, follow the channel Blue Point TV. Share the video. Thank you, guys. Stay safe while I see you again.